Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on wherever you are watching us from. It's another edition of Politics on the Street. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our video, share, comment for more political discourse. Yesterday, after Nnamdi Kanu was denied bail in the Federal High Court, Abuja, where Justice Binta Nyako denied him bail, Simon Ekpa has set up a special task force and a committee that would fasten, and then the release of Nnamdi Kanu. He said enough is enough, that they can no longer take it anymore. So yesterday he has set up a special task force to release Nnamdi Kanu from detention. Do you think that is a very good move?
That's a very good move, because listen and listen good. It's a big move, it's a better move, it's an intelligent move, because we Biafrans, we Igbo man have known now that we are fighting the terrorists. We know now that Nigeria is a terrorist country, Binta and Nyako is a terrorist country. Any court, Binta and Nyako is a terrorist judge. Any court that invited Nnamdi Kanu again for questioning is a terrorist court. So that's why Simon Ekpa has inaugurated this task force for us to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu comes out soonest. I don't mean soon. Quicker than that. Quicker than expected by anybody. Are you listening to me? Based on illegality of abduction or remissioning him from Nairobi airport to Nigeria, Nigeria still have that prerogative to be bringing this man to court again. Which court? Which court is more competent than appeal court? An appeal court has set him free. Which court? Which court is more competent than a whole court of appeal? Court of appeal said enough is that. Enough is what? Enough. Renditioning somebody, that's meaning kidnapping or abduction. Abducting somebody from another country to Nigeria is a treaty that Nigeria has entered, and Nigeria is against that as a treaty.
Nigeria is against that treaty?
Yes, it's a pact. It's an international pact. Nigeria is against it because they entered that pact. Why then did you play the role of a kidnapping country? Living Boko Haram, ISWAP, bandits, Fulani herdsmen that are kidnapping in Nigeria. You went that far to Nairobi and kidnap an Igbo man, simply because he's an Igbo man. Nigeria, you are asking Igbo man for another pogrom. The pogrom of 1967 is not enough. And this time around, there is what? A gathering crowd. A thick cloud gathering. Another Nigerian Biafra civil war coming. My brother was at least offended by being renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria. Your brother that was agitating for Ludua Republic, even with guns, you release him, you leave in Nnamdi Kanu there. You are telling me it's not ethnic undertone. Nnamdi Kanu hold up in DSS facilities is not ethnic undertone. It's not having any ethnic undertone. Or not only political undertone. Or tribal undertone. Or the role played there has indicated that Nigeria is asking Igbo man for thorough what? Extinction. We will never be exterminated on the earth, or else we are coming. Say, listen and listen good. Igbo man has come, and we are the best on the continent. And let me tell you, the more you press us, the more higher we grow. Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, two of them, let me talk you, they are working together. Ekpa is doing good work. This task force, I want Ekpa to quicken it up, so that Nnamdi Kanu will gain his freedom.
But I don't think Justice Binta Nyako is being influenced by some external factors.
That is true. That is true. External factors outside the court. That is true. It is true. Why did those? I have killing question here for you. Why did those judges play the role of supporting Tinubu at the court during presidential tribunal last year? Do you think that was a true judgment? A judgment that was based on money. A judgment that, at least gained those judges uncountable bags of Ghana must go, fully loaded with money. If you doubt what I'm saying, place a call across UK and have one-on-one interaction with Mary, Justice Mary Odele. She escaped with her own bag of money into the UK. Okay, why are you asking me questions to know if there are external forces influencing Binta and Nyako. Okay, is Tinubu a clean man? Okay, can Tinubu do the right thing? Actually, has he won the election? Why are you people just sleeping? There are some questions I cannot take again on internet or social media. Who is it that doesn't know that judgment is nonsense, kangaroo judgment? Who is it in Nigeria that doesn't know that Binta and Nyako is being influenced by Tinubu's government to hold Nnamdi Kanu so that Igbos will be pressed and be pressed and be pressed down? Oga, Nnamdi Kanu is coming out. Oga, the whole Southeast development and investment are coming. If you like it, now you sabi. If you don't like it, now you don't sabi. All I know is that the more you look, the less you see Igbo man.
But sir, also, the federal government has said that they did not break any law to bring back to Nigeria. I said that Nnamdi Kanu was not kidnapped, that Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail, and that is against the law of Nigeria. That was what the presidency said yesterday.
Thank you so much. Nnamdi Kanu's compound was invaded in 2017. They killed everybody on Nnamdi Kanu's compound, which led to the agony that killed Nnamdi Kanu's father. Not even only his father, his mother died in German hospital, where she died of agony. The creation of Igbo palace. You don't kill anybody on the palace in Igbo land. It's a sacrilege. Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail. They went to his father's compound to kill him because he's an Igbo man. If Buhari succeeded on killing Nnamdi that time, everybody would have forgotten Nnamdi. Oga, we the Igbos were not afraid though. Nnamdi Kanu did not jump any bail. Na lie. It is a lie. Listen and listen good. If you are alive and they send you a message that we are coming to kill you, what are you going to do as a human being? You pick this wrong. It is only a tree. It is only trees that stay. When you tell trees, we are coming to cut you down with either bulldozer or dolman, trees will stay. Because wait, Nnamdi Kanu did not run. He did not jump bail. When soldiers, military, with what armored tank, only one person, unarmed person, invaded their compound, won't you run? Oga, Nnamdi Kanu made it clear outside the court premises that Nigerian government invaded his father's compound to kill him. That's why he ran. If I could be in Nnamdi Kanu's position, I would have done more than that. Oga, I will not only run, I will fly. Oga, I will fly. What are you saying? Oh, Igbo man is a fool. Make him wait. Abiola, when they wanted to kill Abiola, Abacha and Babangida, Abiola ran into the United States. Can you say why did Abiola run?
Doing that,
Tinubu run. Abacha wanted to kill Tinubu. The so-called Tinubu ran away. Okay, Tinubu absconded into UK. He was afraid. See, I won't come back to Nigeria so that they won't kill me. Abacha is just killing everybody. I mean, I don't come member. I will just stay there. He was there. It was during the Ambassador regime that he came back, Abdul Salam. So Nnamdi Kanu would have stayed, so that they will say, if I give this too much, Nnamdi Kanu would have run. Okay, we get sense persona. See, listen and listen good. Nnamdi Kanu must come out. Let me finish before you ask me another question now. Okay. My head on a computer. See, let me tell you. Nnamdi Kanu did what he should have done. Because had he been, he stayed. That young man would have been on the ground, buried, covered, forgotten. And the angels would have been blaming him. Why didn't you run, my son? This time around, he that fights and runs did so to fight another day. Nnamdi Kanu is fighting another day.
Nnamdi Kanu is fighting
another day. He's leaving now and he's going to fight another day.
But lastly, for let to go, why has Binta and Nyako refused to transfer Nnamdi Kanu to prison? What is the motion behind it?
Presidential order, executive instruction, executive order from the office of the Mr. President. Binta and Nyako is not alone. Tinubu is with him. Malami is with him. Buhari is with him. Elfa is with him. All the political vagabonds, bad eggs in Nigeria are behind that fidgeting, terrified chief judge that presided over that case. He is afraid of all This political vagabond I enumerated. I enumerated. Listen and listen good. Nnamdi Kanu will be free. Come what may. The whole world is watching. It is a stage open for everybody to watch. The kind of country we have, the kind of thing that is happening to Igbo man, the kind of politicians we have in Nigeria. Our problem is leadership. Oga leadership. Oga bad leadership is the reason why Binta and Nyako could not release Nnamdi Kanu.
You've listened to our guest. He said bad leadership is the reason why Binta and Nyako could not release Nnamdi Kanu.
Good morning to you, Mr. Ekpa. Yesterday, after Nnamdi Kanu appeared in court, Simon Ekpa set up a special task force that will review the judgment, and the task force is starting to release Nnamdi Kanu. How can you answer, sir?
I am Mr. Pradeni Okokondem in this Republic of Biafra. Lead by Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, Onyen Duai, and the Simon Ekpa, including Biafra government in exile. Father Yahweh, attend your magnify your name, let them be glorified for that you give unto us, be glorified for the peace we are still having in Nigeria, for the glorified for the life you give to Finland people and Finland government, all our council all over there, for the life you give to Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, for that people be magnified in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. You see, Simon Ekpa, as the Prime Minister and the leader of Biafra government in exile as of today, and by the time he will actualize Biafra as the head, we always think forward to wise to make every Biafran indigene or Biafra citizen to have his own right preserved, to have his own right or her right protected. That will show a leadership quality of a good leadership. It has concern of every human being, every Biafrans, whether great or small. They have their concern in his heart. They have concern for their well-being. This is why a military Nnamdi Kanu case finished yesterday. He set up a committee to look into Nnamdi Kanu case. You will see what happened that yesterday sitting. How Binta, Justice Nyako accepts his resignation to remove his hand from Nnamdi Kanu case because it looks like Nnamdi Kanu case is more than her, more than what she can handle. And it makes her to look incompetent since all these days, all these years. So it's good for her as she accepts to step aside, hang himself off from Nnamdi Kanu case. Now, that's another one. And you can see, Binta Nyako, Justice Binta Nyako surrendering is an evidence that Biafra is winning the war. It's an evidence that Nnamdi Kanu is justified because there's no way to present a case against him. Now, even the case they present before, that Nnamdi Kanu committed the crime in Britain. Then if Nnamdi Kanu committed crime in Britain, from where do Nigeria have that right to judge him in Nigeria? The people supposed to judge Nnamdi Kanu were British government, because Nigeria, all the charge they present against him, they said he committed the charge in Britain. Therefore, it is Britain that's supposed to look into his case, not Nigeria. Then you will see that in this sitting of yesterday, they remove all the health entry concerning Britain in Nnamdi Kanu charge and present a fresh charge. Again, removing Britain off and say the case should procedure. This is when Nnamdi Kanu rise up and say no. We disagree. We don't have faith in Nigerian judgment. Mostly Justice Binta Nyako and her courts to judge him. This is why, and Justice Binta Nyako know herself that what Nnamdi Kanu separated there is right, and there's no way she can defend it. That she have to surrender. And all these lapses, all these recomes and recomes in this thing Nnamdi Kanu quoted is part of the thing that made the God-given Prime Minister of Biafran Republic government in exile to sit down immediately and say, let us review all this Nnamdi Kanu have said and what made Justice Nyako to surrender, to know what the next procedure will be. You see, an intelligent man, fast big thinking man, a man who have taken security, who was born with it, who is a gift from God unto him. He sit down and gather the Biafran cabinet, gather Biafran government in exile. So let us look into it. What Nnamdi Kanu said, what made Nyako to resign, what to plan what the procedure, next procedure will be. Whether the Nigerian Chief Justice will trust Nyako to continue or to assign it to another person, or whether they will bury the case totally. And if you watch Nnamdi Kanu in that yesterday sitting, he said, I am campaigning for my people's freedom.
Yes.
He did not say, I am fighting for my people's freedom. I am campaigning for my people's freedom. But if he's campaigning for his people's freedom, what is crime that to do a campaign? Is it any crime in campaigning? After all, the politics of Nigeria, they campaign. Donald Trump is campaigning now in America. What
election? The campaign.
The election, the campaign. What is the name of that woman? Democrat. Kalama Harris is campaigning. Eh? So why should Nnamdi Kanu campaign should be evil? Why should he be arrested? The president of Nigeria, Tinubu, campaign 2023, Buhari campaign, Obasanjo campaign, in the election, the late Yaradua campaign, Jonathan campaign, none of them were in prison. Even Obasanjo, who was in prison, Abacha jailed, they bring him out, set him free to campaign. But why should Nnamdi Kanu, when he's campaigning his own campaign, he become an evil, become a sin? Because he's not fighting for the freedom, he's campaigning for the freedom.
Thomas, do you think that special task force, that committee, will work out this time to release?
Okay, the special task, the Biafra special task committee concerning Nnamdi Kanu case has a very big tax. That's why it's a tax committee. They have a very big task to do. They have a very big job to do, very serious. Because look at the petition the Biafra government SI wrote in AU against Nigeria because of Nnamdi Kanu case and Biafran issue. Look at how it was trashed out. They don't want to hear it at all. And the person that trashed it out violated her own signatory in University something Pretoria in South Africa, where they sit down and that human rights organization sit down and they make that a chart for human rights. This signatory was there as a Nigerian person, but he still went and violated it. So this is why I said they have a very big tax in the hand to do, because now they will think how to maneuver things, plan how to overcome, so that that petition will be read, or they forward it to jump AU, because it seems like AU have bought over. AU, Nigeria have bought AU over, because the one on March this year, nobody hear it. June this year, they did not make any attempt until they make sure they push a Nigerian person to be one of the hierarchy in African courts. At the meeting, this one was in African court. That was the time Nigerian Biafra petition come up, and she trashed it immediately. It is one adventure. Both AU leaders and the Nigerian leaders to position Nigerian person there, so they can be able to trash it out. And this one was in a position to decide. You see the game Africa is playing. They are still playing against Biafrans. The game they play in the first Biafra Republic, they are still playing that game now. You understand? This is why Abuja Accord wasn't rolled at that time. So these are the work of the Biafran government national committee that our able leaders have set up to look into. Now they will know how to make it, plan it, so that they can be able, as this Nigerian woman is maneuvering the Biafran petition, let themselves will maneuver her ideology. If it's to move on to Commonwealth and United Nations, they know how to do it. This is why this committee was set up. To look into it forwardly. To look into it, to know what to do. To look into it. To see whether Nigeria court in Nigeria government will stop. We stop judging Nnamdi Kanu, because I think what have said it, that no court in Nigeria again will judge Nnamdi Kanu on this very matter. What appeal of Supreme Court? That no court in Nigeria again should judge Nnamdi Kanu on this matter. Unless there's another crime, they will say Nnamdi Kanu committed. But after the campaign of his people, Biafra, he said nobody should judge him again. So this is what they will look into it. And this is too much. I think this task force have right to meet international lobbies, not the only international lobby, to meet international courts that will supersede Nigerian case, that will supersede Nigerian law. Then they move ahead. This is in a diplomatic, logistical way, and this will show you, as the Biafra government in Nigeria, lead by Master Simon Ekpa, what they are doing now will show it, as they say Biafrans are so violent, Biafrans are so this, Biafrans are so that, to prove to you that we are not violence. Biafrans are not the mayhem in Southeast. If Biafrans are the mayhem in Southeast, they could not have been following these legal ways, and Nigerians refuse to come. The one they will come, they maneuver it and say cancel it. Let it not to see the light of the day.
Okay.
You understand?
I think at this point we have to say thank you for always coming.
Thank you, my host. God bless you.
To all of this.